22-foot Extreme Flagpole Buddy.
Just going to use a little Allen wrench that comes with it to tighten these up.
So we had some downtime on our trip here, and I thought it'd be a great time to finally get this Flagpole Buddy installed. Now, if you've seen some of our older videos, when I say older, I mean about 4 years ago, you may have noticed that we've had the Flagpole Buddy before. So we had the older version of the Flagpole Buddy, which we absolutely loved. It's a fiberglass pole. It was, I believe, a 16-foot pole, and it was really great. We loved the Flagpole Buddy, but we were ready to upgrade to their new product, which is this right here. And now we have the 22-foot Extreme Flagpole Buddy. And the difference mainly is, obviously this one is 22 foot, so it's going to be taller. They both flew 2 flags, but what's great about this one, their Extreme, is it is still fiberglass, but it's double the thickness of the Flagpole Buddy that we used to have. So I believe 2 times with the old Flagpole Buddy, we actually had a section break just from high winds. Most of the time we would take it down in high winds. Sometimes we would either forget or it would just kind of surprise us with a huge gust, usually over about 30 miles per hour. So if you can see some of this footage from our old video, you can see that it held up in some pretty serious winds. And the great thing was, though, if a section of the Flagpole Buddy did break, we would always reach out to them. They were super awesome, and they would send us a replacement for that section.
All right, let me show you what comes with this new kit real quick, and we'll show you the quick installation of it. It's going to be really easy, and just a few tips on how to install it and some things to kind of troubleshoot. Instructions, all that. So let's go ahead and jump over here and knock it out real quick. Okay, so let's just kind of break down how you mount this real quick. Now, they recommend it for the left side of the ladder right here. You can rotate it and do the other side. It's pretty easy, and that's in the instructions. We're going to go ahead and just do on the left side right here. You have basically 2 mounts. The cup that the flagpole sits in, and then the top twist piece that you put the pole into. Now, they recommend putting the twist at the upper section of your ladder. It's basically we're going to slide the flagpole into, slide it in, and then you drop it into the cup with about a minimum of 3 feet distance between the 2 of these. So they kind of say this is usually about 5 foot off the ground. Depending on where you put the cup that the pole sits in is going to depend on how high your pole is going to be. Now, we have a 22-foot pole, so that's pretty high as it is already. What we found with our previous pole, and some people may want to think about this, is the ease of getting it in if you're vertically challenged. So I know for my wife, getting the pole in was a little bit hard because she really had to reach up pretty high. So what we're going to try to do is actually put the cup where the flagpole sits into a little bit lower this time. This way, when she's inserting the pole, she can have a better reach and a little bit easier getting it in there, especially with this one being a 22-footer. So we're probably going to lower this down, these 2 sections, a little bit so that it's easier for her to install. Now, as you can see, we have the pole right here. This is the bottom section. It's a thicker section. They want, or they recommend, if possible, that both sections of the mounts be in the thick section of the pole. So we're going to see if that's, viable for us. If it's okay, if it's not, that just makes it I would say the sturdiest that you can get it by making the bottom section of the pole going into both mounts. So let's go ahead and find a good height for us, and we're going to install the twist first, and then we'll install the cup second. These are the mounts that go around the ladder, basically like that. It's got a bolt and a nut. Tighten them up with a hex. You want this facing out on the left-hand side where the twist is going to go and the cup. Now, they want to make sure that it's tight enough because you don't want this to spin around the ladder. You want to tighten it by hand. It could crack if you were to use, say, a power drill or something like that. So slowly tighten each bolt as you tighten it down. If there is a gap of, say, 1/8 of an inch or so, that is okay. They have different size ladders on different RVs, so that's something you may have to take into account, and you can actually even put duct tape in here if you need to make it a little bit more sturdy. Now we're going to go ahead and extend the flagpole. As you see, when you extend it, and you twist until it's sort of tight. And you'll see these holes, that's where we're gonna put the locking pins. But I wanna go ahead and extend it now, that way I can kind of test and see what it looks like as we go to put it up. So you see we have the flagpole all the way extended up there. It's actually pretty lightweight because it's fiberglass. But just from looking at it and ease of putting it up, I think we're actually going to mount our cup right in this area right here, and we're going to take the twist and we're going to put it on close to the top of the last rung of ladders right there. And I think that's going to give us a decent gap, and it's still going to make it easy enough to get it into the cup and manage it. As you can see, we got our top mount right here. We're going on this last section. We're gonna have this part facing out, and it's loose right now. You can see the bolts and nuts, and we're basically just going to use our little Allen wrench that comes with it to tighten these up until we got it nice and tight. We're gonna go slowly so nothing cracks and make sure it's nice and straight on here. Okay, we have the top mount on. Don't tighten it up all the way yet. We want to go ahead and put the twist on and then do the bottom cup and make sure they're aligned kind of straight, test it with the pole, then go ahead and finish tightening these up. But we're going to put this on now. You need a nut, and it comes with this handy little tool that you can basically put the nut in there and go ahead and tighten that up. Same way with the cup when we go to do that. Going to go ahead and start tightening them up, and just kind of go from corner to corner, jumping around. Don't just tighten one side. Don't tighten one bolt all the way. You want to try to make sure that it looks like it's going to be nice and even, nice and straight on here. So it's going to be lined up well. Nut, put it in here. Get this cup to where it's vertically lined up straight. And you're going to insert this in here. And that is going to start the process of tightening it down. All right, we're going to go back and retighten everything up, but let's go ahead and test this to see if we like the way everything's lining up. I don't have the safety pins in here or anything like that. We have it extended. We're just going to give it a quick test, see if it lines up good, and then we'll go ahead and tighten everything down and finish assembling the pole and putting the flagpole hooks and all that stuff on. Now, Flagpole Buddy is really simple. As you can see, you just put it right in the middle of what they call the twist, and it just guides it up and locks it in place. Okay, we like the way it looked. We tighten this down. You can see there's just a small little crack in there, maybe 1/8 of an inch. We have our set screw right here, so when you put the pole in, you're going to go ahead and tighten this screw up flat against the pole. We've tightened this down in here. It will not spin on the ladder. It's really tight. I like the way everything looks. Let's go ahead and put the flagpole clips on here and the pins for the pole. We'll be all set. Rotating the cup slightly forward on the ladder will put the pole in tension at the upper mount twist section. As seen here in the picture, this is going to allow for a tighter pole in the twist section and safer fit, and it's also going to reduce noise and make for optimal sturdiness. Okay, we have the quick release pins right here. This just keeps the sections from dropping down. If these were to get loose right here and untwist, it can't drop down. So we just simply slide this in and hook it over there. And we'll go ahead and put these on. As you guys go to slide your flag clips on, they're labeled 1, 2, 2, and 3. 3, the biggest, goes down, and then you can see the 2 2s go right here above this pin. And just a heads up, the last one actually goes on the flagpole tip, not on the pole itself. So that one basically stays right there. And then you have your ball topper, which screws in. This will also give you room for a light, which we do have. We just don't have it with us as in storage. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and screw the topper on. Then simply clip your flag on. There. Okay. Now we used to fly 2 flags on the old one, and we will fly 2 flags on this one. We just have to get our second flag, and we have to get our solar light back out of storage. For now, we're all set to go. Let's go and mount this up. Now I know it may seem a little intimidating, but it's not really heavy at all. And we're just gonna simply slide it through that twist and then put it in the cup. Start right there in the twist. We're gonna slide it through, guide it through. As we go up, just keep guiding it through. And then drop it down into the cup. After you drop it into the cup, go ahead and tighten your set screw down to hold it nice and tight in here. Now, if it seems a little bit loose, the pole in here, what we have is a strap that Flagpole Buddy has where we can strap it and tighten it down to the ladder. As well as I mentioned earlier, we can actually take some cut Velcro and stick the Velcro actually in the twist part to tighten it down a little bit and dampen a little bit of that movement as well. That strap right there takes the play out. There you go. That only took us, that would probably take something about 5-10 minutes. We got a 90-degree day here, extremely humid. You can see I'm starting to get a little sweaty, but it was still a really easy, fast project. It's very simple. Instructions are very clear. I love the way this feels, very stout, not a lot of play in there at all. That strap definitely helps out. Now you guys can fly your colors proudly. So I think we're gonna be pretty happy with that. We're always happy with the old one that we used to have. And again, sticking with Flagpole Buddy on the new coach, I think it looks pretty good. All right, let's go cool off.